Have you ever found yourself caught up in the day-to-day operations of running your small business? Are you feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from the initial spark that ignited your entrepreneurial journey? Well, my friends, let me tell you this. You're not alone. It's so easy to lose sight of our passion and purpose when we're buried under the weight of responsibilities and challenges. As a matter of fact, we received this message last week.
Hello, I'm leaving a message for the show. I have an idea of something that I think would be a good topic to discuss. I have owned a small business for going on 20 years, and there are days when I just want to pull my hair out, sell it all, or simply close the doors. I am not sure how to get back to the feeling I had when I first opened the doors, and each day I feel like what I do does not even matter. I was hoping that maybe you could shed some light on some things I could do to give my business a refresh before it's too late. It's hard to say it, but I just don't seem to have the motivation anymore. And I just spend each day putting out fires. It's getting old, and so am I, and I'm not sure what to do next. I am hoping this message makes sense. I will listen to the show for your answer, and thank you for taking time to listen to my rambling. Anyway, goodbye.
Thank you for your message. Keep them coming. What if I told you that reconnecting with your initial passion and purpose could be the key to reigniting your motivation, driving your business forward, and finding renewed joy in what you do? Well, stay tuned because that's exactly what we're going to explore in today's episode.
Welcome to the Ask Ralph podcast, where listening to an experienced financial professional can help you make sense of confusing questions, current headlines, and industry trends about taxes, small business, financial decision-making, investment strategies, and even the art of proper budgeting, as Ralph makes the complex simple by sharing his real-world knowledge with all things financial. Now here's your host, Ralph Estep Jr.
When we first start our small business, we usually have a burning passion for a product or service or a problem we're solving. We have a clear vision of how our business can make a positive impact on the world. But as time goes by and the daily grind takes its toll, it's easy to lose sight of that initial spark. We get caught up in the mundane tasks, the financial pressures, and the constant demands on our time. However, my friends, it's crucial to remember that our passion and purpose are the driving forces that propel us forward, even in the face of adversity. They are the fuel that keeps us going when the going gets tough. So the question is, Ralph, how can we reignite that fire within us and reconnect with our why? Well, today we're going to explore a few strategies to do just that. And we're going to start by reflecting on the why. First and foremost, take a moment to reflect on why you started your business in the first place. What was the problem you wanted to solve? What was the impact you wanted to make? I know personally for me and my accounting business, it was offer affordable accounting services to small business clients. It was my goal to exceed expectations and deliver results for a reasonable cost. My overall goal was to build relationships, what I call clients for life. So to get started, you have to revisit that initial vision and remind yourself of the passion that inspired you to take that leap of faith. And listen, if you're a small business owner, you know as well as I do that it is a leap of faith. It's hard work. Remember, my friends, you had a purpose then, and that purpose still exists within you. So take a moment again and think about the why. Why did you decide to do what you're doing? What was the need you saw to meet? So once you've thought about the why, the next step is to share your passions with others. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your passion and understand the challenges you face as a small business owner. Well, how do you do that, Ralph? Well, a simple way to do that is join networking groups, attend industry conferences, and seek out mentors who can provide guidance and give you support. I know when I first started my accounting firm, I joined the Rotary and other organizations that I can network with others to build my business, but mostly to build relationships. The truth is, it also allowed me to learn from their triumphs and, quite frankly, to avoid their mistakes. They've already made the mistakes. They've already seen the pitfalls. I can learn from that. The truth is, connecting with others who are on a similar journey can reignite your enthusiasm and remind you that you're not alone in this pursuit. So once you've asked the why and you've shared your passion with others, quite frankly, I think the next step is to evaluate where you are. Evaluate your business. Take time to step back from the daily grind and evaluate your business. We get stuck on the daily tasks, but how often do we really look and see what's ahead of us? Are we still aligned with our original purpose? Or have we unfortunately drifted off course? Assess whether your current products, services, and strategies are in line with your passion and purpose. It's real easy when you're in a small business to get sidetracked. And the truth is, once you make this evaluation, if necessary, make adjustments to realign your business with your core values and mission. Let me share my personal story here. For my business, I always try to make sure that we are still building relationships with our clients because it's so very easy to get stuck in the mud and forget about the primary reason I started this in the first place. A personal story, I remember losing my first big client. It was devastating. And I had to take stock of where I was and how I could improve performance. Another thing you can do is revisit client success stories. I do this all the time. Revisit those customers who have seen success. Take the time to listen to their testimonials. Read their positive reviews and remind yourself, your impact is changing lives. Your business is having an impact on their lives. Remembering the difference you made in the lives of others can reignite your sense of purpose, and it can fuel your motivation to keep it going. Now, this can be a really scary thought. I remember the first time I received a negative online review, and I thought to myself, I will never allow that to happen again. I called my marketing folks. I called this one. I called that one. I said, this is unacceptable. But over time, I realized that not all relationships work. And truth is, sometimes it's just not a good fit. But when I dug a little deeper, I also received some amazing comments. I had a client in last week that I met about 12 years ago. And when they first came in to just do their taxes, we were having a brief conversation about what are some financial moves they can make. And I assisted them in helping them make a payoff plan to have their home paid off in 10 years. And each and every year when they come in for taxes, they always thank me. In fact, they were in last week with their adult son, and this is exactly what they said to him. They said, you listen to Ralph. You listen to what Ralph has to say. Do what he tells you to do. Look at the difference he's made in our life. Man, that is humbling to me. It's those stories that refill my tank and feed my passion for what I do. You too need to find those events and use them to motivate you. We all have these in our businesses. Find them and use them. And lastly, and this is probably the most important part, you got to be grateful. Never underestimate the power of gratitude. Take a moment each day to express gratitude for the opportunity to pursue your passion and make a difference through your business. Gratitude has a strong way of shifting our perspective and reminding us of the bigger picture. It can reignite our enthusiasm and help us find joy in the journey. And remember, I always say this, it's all about the journey. And it can find joy in even the most challenging times. When I have one of those stressful days, I simply find a quiet spot and simply thank God for all the blessings He has given me and the impact I've been able to make for others. And it's that gratitude which immediately calms the moment. It puts things into perspective. So again, this being grateful, it's huge. So before we wrap up today, I just want to remind our listeners to go to our podcast page. That's at AskRalphPodcast.com. You can leave a review. You can share your thoughts, like our message today. And you can ask us questions for future episodes or provide an idea like we got today. You also want to make sure you join our email list because we're offering a $25 Amazon gift card drawing every week. And if you feel like I can help you individually, you're welcome to schedule an appointment with me. Just go to AskRalphPodcast.com/store and you'll see a scheduling link. We're also, as I mentioned a couple episodes ago, we're starting a question of the month. And we encourage our listeners to leave us a voicemail. You can also send us an email by clicking on that bottom right microphone icon. And the question of the month is this: what do you find is the most difficult part of creating and living by a budget? And that's what we're going to talk about. How can I motivate you? What are some things I can do to help you get through those difficult times? We need your answers by March 1st, and we'll discuss the answers on the show in March. So don't forget to leave your answers. So my friends, as we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this reminder. Reconnecting with your initial passion and purpose is not only essential for your personal fulfillment, but it's also crucial for the success of your business. Embrace your why. Surround yourself with support. Realign your business if necessary, and never forget the impact you're making on the lives of others. And I hope I'm making that impact on you as well. So as always, remember to stay financially savvy, my friends. God bless you. And until next time, be well.
Thank you for joining us on the Ask Ralph podcast. And with a simple click to subscribe, we'll invite you back to our next episode. And remember, financial issues don't have to be complicated. Just ask Ralph. The information contained in this episode of Ask Ralph is based on data available as of the date of its release. Saggio Accounting Plus and Ask Ralph Media, Inc. is under no obligation to update this content if changes occur. Applying this information to your specific situation requires careful consideration of all facts and circumstances, and any information provided is not to be considered as financial, tax, or legal advice. Please consult your tax advisor or attorney before acting on any material covered.